Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Well, despite the crypto markets bleeding, there is real work to be done if you are Ripple and if you're MoneyGram. No, you're not letting the speculative nature of crypto step on your trip. You know, take a look at this headline. Ripple invests $20 million in MoneyGram to accelerate on-demand liquidity. So, again, to be clear, people panic selling, not affecting the development of the infrastructure of RippleNet, and specifically on-demand liquidity, which is part of RippleNet, which utilizes XRP as a bridge currency. Believe it or not, despite the price action, it's just still getting built. How about that? So I keep saying, look, I am impervious to the emotional aspect of this buying and selling. I see real infrastructure getting built out here. So again, Ripple invests $20 million in MoneyGram to accelerate on-demand liquidity, which is a continuation of the deal that they already wrote. So I'll give you all the specifics in this video. I'm going to talk a little bit, very briefly, because it's not the thrust of this, the content of this video, but just going to mention the stock price of MoneyGram, talk a little bit about that, and I'll wrap up the video with something unrelated, which is just interesting. This is from Cointelegraph, and this article is titled, "Former Hollywood Executive Admits to Embezzling $22 million to buy crypto and gamble. Because as my grandpappy used to say, people are no damn good." But before we get going any further here, if you would please delicately tap that like button. And you know what I want you to do? I want you to treat yourself, girl, by subscribing to the Moon Lambo channel. We have a killer time here. Now, I got this first article from Tim Bryan, number 464 on Twitter. That's what he goes by. And tagged me along with fellow XRP YouTubers Kevin Cage and the Digital Asset Investor and wrote, "The pace of adoption is quickening." So, Tim Bryan, a shout out to you and thank you very much for tagging me. I appreciate the support here. So let's go ahead and dig into this first piece. MoneyGram, the American fintech, recently announced that Ripple has made the final $20 million investment in MoneyGram equity pursuant to Ripple's original $50 million equity investment commitment made earlier this year. According to the official statement from MoneyGram, quote, "This funding will support MoneyGram's operations as the company continues to increase volume and use of on-demand liquidity, Ripple's product that leverages the digital asset XRP to send money globally, instantly and reliably, for fractions of a penny." And you know what's a beautiful thing about using XRP in this way? Is that you can do this regardless of the price of XRP. Frankly, the price doesn't matter. It matters, but it's not something that would preclude this technology from being operational. Now, in terms of the there has to be a price attached. I get that. You have to have a sufficient blend of liquidity and price action in terms of XRP. But given the early days of all these corridors being built out, it is sufficient. You can think about that. Because we had, what was the price? The high of XRP this year, it was briefly over 50 cents. And at the time I'm recording this, I think it's about 22 cents. And whether it's at 22 cents or 50 cents, and I know those are dramatically different price points, right? Regardless, either of those price points with the current amount of liquidity, and then liquidity is actually always rising over time too, just like price should. That's still enough to supply all of the demand for in terms of the utilization of actual on-demand liquidity for those operations that are operational right now. Of course, the reason that's true is because there are a lot of corridors that need to be built out here, frankly. So it is going to take a long time. This won't be enough liquidity forever. But it's perfectly fine here. And I just thought it was funny to kind of illustrate it, because I don't know if you've thought about it that way, but whether today XRP is at 22 cents or 50 cents for the degree to which it's being used, frankly, doesn't really matter. It's still getting used. Ripple purchased... Oh, by the way, I do want to say before going further, the price is going to matter substantially more in the future, but liquidity will matter even more in the future, even more than it is important today. Anyway, Ripple purchased the newly issued equity from MoneyGram at $4.10 per share, which represents a significant premium to MoneyGram's current market price. MoneyGram chairman and CEO Alex Holmes stated that the duo's initial business partnership success was the main driver behind experimenting with Ripple's on-demand liquidity. And Holmes added, quote, Partnerships with companies like Ripple support innovation and allow us to invest in creating better customer experiences. I anticipate furthering our growth into new corridors and exploring new products and services. Yeah, that couldn't be more clear. Remember the story, what was it, 4 to 6 weeks ago? It's a little while ago, not that long ago, but where Alex Holmes, MoneyGram CEO, called up Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and saying, hey, work faster. We want to use more corridors, develop this stuff. They're absolutely thrilled with the utilization of this technology, specifically XRP as a bridge currency here. It is important to note that MoneyGram recently launched on-demand liquidity for payments to the Philippines and has previously announced to expand the services into Europe and Australia. Pointing out the growing partnership between the two firms, Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO, stated, quote, digital assets and blockchain technology have the potential to make a tremendous impact on cross-border payments. MoneyGram and Ripple are an example of that. Indeed. So, look, despite price action, they're just going to keep on trucking. Because, see, that's the neat thing about all of this. With my investment thesis being that utility, is what matters, and utility will indeed win the day. As long as there's real value to be had, and value is different than price. As long as there's real value, real utility to be had here, people are going to notice that. And those that are intelligent and insightful enough are going to hang around and recognize that, and that's going to make it possible for the continued adoption of this technology in the first place. So that's it. People are getting this, and if you're listening to this, you're probably one of them. You're a piece of this anyway. Now, I haven't made a video about this in a while, and I'm not going to get in depth. I just wanted to highlight this because I haven't talked about it in a while. MoneyGram's stock price is currently at $3. Now, before the investment with Ripple, it was at the lowest price I recall, and it might have been a hair lower. It was like $1.39, and then just rocketed up after the deal with Ripple became public. And then it rallied even further. So ultimately, it retraced, and then it ultimately rallied higher. And I think if I go back to maybe over the last 6 months, you can probably see, I think up to $6 or something. Yeah, $6.11 is the highest price I'm able to see on this particular chart. So, and that sounds about accurate. So it looks like it had just been retracing since then. But I just tend to think if you let this play out, if you could fast forward a year or 2 or 3 or 5, especially when there are more X-Rapid corridors, well, now known as on-demand liquidity, more of those corridors open, it's just going to affect positively MoneyGram's bottom line that much more. But given how huge the company is and the fact that there are only a couple of corridors available right now, the impact of this, I don't know that it's going to be... Where is this? Oh my god, there's an ad automatically playing. Thank you, Yahoo Finance. I'm trying to talk here. I'm recording a video. That wasn't me. It just automatically started playing that. I apologize. Anyway, what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought, I think, now. Screw you, Yahoo Finance. Seriously, come on. You stepping on my trip now. Come on. Jesus Christ, what the hell was I saying? I might have just lost that thought forever. I don't know. I'd have to go back and listen to what I just said, and I need somebody to remind me, and that's not going to happen because I'm just sitting here talking to an empty room. Well, actually, not entirely empty. I have my dog, my pet peeve. She's kind of laying here, but I don't think she's going to be able to tell me what the hell I was just talking about. That really grinds my gears. I was probably making a beautiful, highly intelligent, insightful point, and now it's just gone forever. I guess we're just going to have to move on. All right, here we go. Trini. Oh, I know what I was going to say. It came back to me. The degree to which this is positively going to impact MoneyGram. Oh my God, it's playing again. Oh my God, stop it. I didn't even refresh the page. I went from one tab to another and it started playing again. What was the point I was going to make? Oh my God, I'm getting really frustrated here. I'm so sorry about this. So the degree to which this is going to... Oh my God, I'm just closing this tab now. I did it again. The degree to which this is positively impacting MoneyGram's bottom line, I don't know that it's going to be particularly substantial. God, that's all I was trying to say. I don't know to what degree it's going to be particularly substantial because it's only a couple corridors, and given that that's only a fraction of their business, I don't know. I'm just saying, let's just wait for this all to get built out. Wait until there's a bazillion corridors, because understand, MoneyGram is operating in, I think, something in the neighborhood of 22,000 different corridors, and we're talking about like 2 corridors live with on-demand liquidity utilizing XRP. So I'm just saying, in terms of the degree which is going to impact their bottom line, wait. But as there's more of that, and as it does save them more money over time as the ecosystem gets built out, I think that will bode well for their stock price. Again, not financial advice. I'm just saying, it's not going to hurt, right? Is that fair? All right, now here's a tweet from Trini Crypto Guy, who tagged me along with some other XRP community members. I just wanted to share this tweet because I liked it. He wrote, "Just got back from doing arms at the gym. Need to keep these babies in shape for all this hodling." I like that. That made me smile. So thank you very much for tagging me. I do appreciate it. And, good job getting your swell on at the gym. All right, last piece here in this video. Former Hollywood executive admits to embezzling $22 million to buy crypto and gamble. A former executive of a Hollywood-based digital marketing firm has admitted to embezzling $22 million from his employer to buy digital currency. That's not good. The United States Attorney's Office of the Central District of California announced on November 22nd that Dennis Blyden, had pleaded guilty to wire fraud and identity theft. Blyden embezzled over $22 million from his employer and used the stolen funds to buy cryptocurrency, gamble, and cover personal expenses. At the time, Blyden served at Style Hall Inc., a digital marketing agency that represents influencers on social media platforms. As the controller and vice president of accounting and finance, Blyden's position gave him access and control over the firm's bank accounts. Over the course of 4 years, from October 2015 to March 2019, Blyden stole $1.2 million to write personal checks to poker players, $1.1 million to pay off his credit cards. Oh my God, $1.1 million in credit cards? That's completely outrageous. And $8.4 million to transfer to his cryptocurrency accounts. Oh, this guy sucks. The release further explains, quote, "To conceal his scheme, Blyden made fraudulent entries in Style Hall's accounting records, falsely representing that the illegal wire transfers he made were authorized payments of money due to Style Hall clients. Blyden also falsely indicated on one of Style Hall's bank accounts that wire transfers to Blyden's personal bank account were equity draws that the company owed him. Blyden created fictitious wire transfer letters that purported to be from Western Union and were designed to make it appear that he had caused wire transfers from Style Hall to pay money money it purportedly owed to a client." Blyden is now facing a statutory maximum sentence of 22 years in federal prison. Wow. Just don't do bad stuff. Like, don't be a douche. Is that too much to ask? Like, don't be a douche. That's it. As my grandpappy used to say, people are no damn good. But that's it for this video, and I bet you're a swell person. Thanks for staying to the end here. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything I say, all right? That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!